So I'm sitting here in Marrakesh in a campsite called La Relais de Marrakesh. Been in Morocco now for just over a week. It's been a great week. If I look back, I met a great group in Tarifa. It was strange. I've been following many people on YouTube for a long time. And when I arrived in Tarifa, parked up on the wild camping spot near the beach, quite a few of them were actually there. There was Gadget John on tour, John Vigo from the UK. There was Kite Van Man from Wales, and also Eamon and Beck, and they're from Canada. And they've travelled extensively, but they shipped their van over from Canada. They went around the UK and they've done Ireland, and then they came into Europe. And eventually they've worked their way down to Spain. So it was not only great to meet up with these people that I've been following on YouTube, but what was even better is that we actually became friends. Eamon and Beck were considering going to Morocco. They had another couple that they'd met called Charlie and Ellie. They were thinking of going to Morocco as well, as were Alex, Kite Van Man. So knowing that Nikki was coming over to spend a month with me in Morocco, I suggested, give them a few pointers. And we were talking one night in Tarifa, and we all decided, the four of us, the four vans, that we'd get together and come over to Morocco together. So we decided then to drive back up to Los Barros, just the other side of Algeciras, and then from there we would be able to get tickets the following day. So that's what we did, and got our tickets for the AML Lines ferry going from Algeciras to the relatively new port of Tangier Med. So this is Carlo's, where we got our ferry tickets this morning. Quite easy, 5 minutes and we were in and out. And a reasonable price. We're going to Tangier Med, and for the car and myself it's 180 euros, which is not too bad. So after buying our tickets, we set off to the port of Algeciras, where we were going to take our ferry. So with tickets and paperwork in order, we drove down to Algeciras, and we eventually boarded the ferry, which took about 90 minutes to get across the town. As we left Tangier Med, we obviously had to go through customs. We'd already had our passports checked on board the boat, but we had to go through customs, which was a fairly easy process. And then from there we had to, as we left the port, get insurance, because none of us had insurance from Morocco, so we managed to buy that and get some money exchanged just on the exit to the port. So we're all queuing up to check in with we're going with the AML Lines, which is Africa Maroc line. 10 minutes later I drove into the check-in booth and was then ready to board onto the ferry.
What is this?
This is camera.
Yeah.
So we've got... This is Mohammed the Money Man.
Yeah, he needs insurance.
One more.
This is the insurance man.
Yeah.
Alex, Beck, Charlie, Ellie.
Where are you going? Come in.
So leaving new made friends, we made our way a little bit further south to the town of Martil for our first night's camp in Morocco. So when we arrived, it didn't take Beck long to organise a workout session, and then we had dinner and settled down for the night.
Salted caramel shakes coming up. Come on.
The following morning we set off to Chefchaouan, a city which everyone wanted to visit. It's known as the Blue Pearl. Arrived in Volubilis a little while ago. We've actually had something to eat because we were only about an hour and a half before the Volubilis ruins closed, so we're going to park up tonight and then we're going to go into the ruins tomorrow. So this is our little campsite for tonight. We all sat round enjoying a break.
What's going on, guys? We're hanging out in the olive grove with Hassan. He's gonna bring us some nice tea, and we're testing out Alan's new camera here. It looks great on the screen, but we'll see. Yeah, so I'm on Charlie here, and we got Ellie. Hello, Ellie.
Hello.
And Beck.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Alan's vlog. Hey, stop cutting me
And
off.
of course, Alan. Sorry, Beck, if you wanted to get back, you just...
I don't like it by getting used to the donkeys.
Bonjour, ça va? Ah, ça va?
Yeah, but the donkey will carry that, no problem. But this is our little group. We parked up, as you can see, under the trees near Volubilis, the Roman ruins, not far from Meknes, about 20 kilometres from Meknes. Had a really good night. Host was a local man, let us park here. He actually prepared a tagine for one of the group, Alex, and mint tea for us. So when we arrived at the ruins of Volubilis, it was a bit manic with all the tourists, and it was quite expensive to get in, so we decided not to. So we left Volubilis this morning. The others thought it was a bit expensive, which it really was, I suppose, for just a quick visit. So we decided to push on. So Charlie and Ellie have found us a superb place to stop for tonight. Absolutely hit the nail on the head. Fantastic. But one small setback, not that it's going to worry us. Look at this, folks. We've actually reached the snow line. This is some of the ice and snow left over, obviously, from the winter. It's a glorious place. From Alex though. Haven't heard from Alex though.
We love olives.
Here we are, relaxing around camp. There's all the guys. Yo! So yesterday we came to this little spot in the national park just above Azrou. And it's famous for its monkeys. There's Macau monkeys, very similar to those in Gibraltar. But apparently there's only about 10,000 alive still, and about 80% of those actually are from here. So Charlie's just lit the fire for tonight. We'll get nice and warm, sun's just gone down, so it's great. And we've been joined by a couple of others tonight. English family that we met up in Chefchaouan. They're going to join us around the fire shortly. We've been joined by some French people in an Iveco van. They're just building their fire. And we were really quite surprised because when they turned up, out from the van popped this little goat. And they've got it as a pet. So we're all around the campfire.
Oh, we burnt a hole! We burnt a hole! Because I didn't know what was happening. I thought it was a dawn or something.
On the way we stopped to fill up with diesel and then made our way slowly past Tarifa, where we got some supplies, and then into the wild for another fantastic camping spot. We drove about 25 kilometres from Tarifa and found this amazing spot to camp in. So we're just coming into a park up that Beck found online. near this lake. They want to go paddleboarding. What a superb spot.
I didn't realize it was like sinking. Imagine if I had a little first winter. And the kites. Hey, sup and a kite? One way job. Yeah, I guess. Want this, bud? He's gonna take a shit on me, that's what he's gonna do.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
They're born with that,
It is
dude.
jeans.
They are born with that for sure.
I reckon maybe if like...
Jesus.
You got any food?
So after a couple of days in this perfect spot, it was a bit cold of the night times, it was time to move on. But it was a great end to our first week in Morocco.